Hello, welcome to Levant TV headlines. Jordan says its warplanes launched dozens of new strikes yesterday against the Islamic State group after vowing a harsh response to the burning alive of a pilot captured in Syria. Influential jihadi cleric and fierce critic of ISIS, Abu Muhammad al-Maqdisi, has been released by Jordan in the wake of outrage over the group's brutal killing of Muaz al-Kasabseh. The United States military has deployed aircraft and troops to northern Iraq to boost its ability to rescue downed coalition pilots. Yemeni factions have held UN-brokered talks to try to fill a power vacuum left by the president and premier offering to resign last month as Houthi militias maintain their grip on the capital Sana'a. And US Secretary of State John Kerry is to meet his Iranian counterpart Mohammad Javad Zarif on the sidelines of security talks in Munich as a late March deadline looms for a framework nuclear deal. Now let's have a look at papers in the Middle East. The Egypt Independent leads its Mideast news reporting that Egyptian military airstrikes killed 27 Islamic State militants in northern Sinai and one of the biggest security operations in the region. The paper also reports that the government has said it was reviewing the best means for the development of Nubian lands once its residents are relocated after nearly 50 years of dislocation. From the UAE, the Khalij Times leads reporting that parents are miffed at the decision to allow Dubai private schools to increase fees. School officials, while welcoming the move, said it falls short of expectations and does not help them meet the costs of running these institutions. The paper also reports that a mentally unstable Nigerian man in his early 30s turned on his Iranian neighbor and his own 8-month-old son, stabbing them repeatedly before knifing himself to death in Dubai. From Beirut, the Daily Star reports that French ambassador to Lebanon, Patrice Paoli, has dismissed reports that Paris was planning a UN Security Council draft resolution against Hezbollah. The paper also reports that a professor believed to be from Lebanon was shot dead at the University of South Carolina in an apparent murder-suicide yesterday. And now UK papers. The Telegraph leads Middle East News section reporting that a young woman seen in an Islamic State propaganda video may be Hayat Boumediene, widow of one of the gunmen behind the Paris killings. The video, titled Blow Up France No. 2, was released on Tuesday by French-speaking Islamic State fighters and features a militant calling for new attacks in France. The Independent leads reporting that a bidding war starting at $7 million has been sparked by the rope used to hang Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein. The rope, which is kept by a former home minister who was tortured 3 times by Saddam's regime, is reportedly wanted by 2 Kuwaiti businessmen, a wealthy Israeli family, a bank and an Iranian religious organization. The Guardian leads Middle East News reporting that 3 prominent US Democrats have threatened to skip Benjamin Netanyahu's address to Congress next month amid growing anger over what they perceive as partisan lobbying by the Israeli Prime Minister. White House Press Secretary Josh Earnest refused to even confirm whether Vice President Joe Biden would attend, saying it would depend on his availability. And now international papers. From Berlin, the Deutsche Welle reports that the family of the missing US journalist Austin Tice, who is being held in Syria since August 2012, has stepped up a campaign to win his safe release. The circumstances of his disappearance are still a mystery, and it's unclear what group is holding him, but his captors are not believed to be the Islamic State group or the Syrian government. And finally, China's Global Times reports that the Islamic State has killed 3 Chinese militants who tried to leave the group, according to an official from the Kurdish security force in Iraq. One of the Chinese militants was seized and executed last September, and the other 2 Chinese militants were executed last December in Iraq, along with 11 other ISIS members from 6 countries for treason. And for more updates, please visit levant.tv. Thanks for watching. Be back with you on Monday. Bye for now.